All aboard for the Highlands.
Good heavens, the place is stiff with police.
We ride the railways and sell underwear.
That's all we do. Oh, just get on with it.
Oh, sorry.
Hi, my name is Stephen Gabus, and I'm a dialect coach. People say, where did you train for this? I'm an autodidact, I believe is the term. I taught myself everything I know, and I'm always listening and learning new stuff, but I'm an actor. I started out as an actor, and my dues were still paid up, and once in a while I get asked to be in something. Having been from this Irish Lithuanian background, my mother's people first generation Irish, from Brooklyn, and my dad's people settling in Brooklyn, and hearing all these accents as a kid, and then getting to go there for visits as a kid to the north, and hearing all of these different people speaking like this, in County Derry and County Donegal and all that. And then hearing the Brooklyn people talking like this. My uncle Gene, my brother's brothers have real great Brooklyn accents. They talked about flushing the toilet, boiling water. And then I was fortunate enough to be around in the early days of television, in the 50s. And seeing Sid Caesar and all these guys with funny accents. And I just was always mimicking, always quietly, never making fun of anybody. I'm usually in any time of the year working on 4 at least projects at one time. And then sometimes something will come up that's really important, and then I really start to get the agitata, as they say as Italians, agita. My work on the 39 Steps has been a great joy because it's truly like an aerobic dialect event. It's stunt work. It's like special effects dialects, because if you don't have it right, there's so many characters, and sometimes there are moments where an actor is talking to himself as 2 different characters with half of one costume, half of the other.
Keep your eyes peeled, won't you, sir? Certainly will, Constable.
He's got one leading lady, but she has to do about 3 or 4 parts. And then 2 guys, these guys do backstage stuff. He says, we can do funny accents, let's do something. So they get the jobs with the called Clown 1 and Clown 2, and they play I get a headache thinking how many voices they do. It's in the double digits.
What was Napoleon's horse called? Winnipeg.
Thank you, Mr. Memory.
Am I right, sir?
I was working with Eric, who's going to be Man 1, Clown 1, and he has to be Mr. Memory. That's the first thing we see him as. This funny little man that comes on like this,
The Tottenham Hotspurs won the cup in 1926, defeating the Arsenal Gunners by 5 goals to 0 in the presence of His Majesty King George V. Am I right, sir?
Quite right, Mr. Memory.
Thank you.
Then let me take that back just for a little tweak on the 5.
5.
Yeah, just think of it's not. You don't want to go to the oi, but think of the or.
What did I do? Did I say keep it too I?
You kind of just went to far. Yeah, a little bit too
American.
Yeah.
Shortly after, he becomes the crofter, which means farmer, word for farmer.
Your daughter?
My wife!
Oh, well done.
I'll see to the queues.
Sorry?
I'll see to the queues!
Right. Will you come in? Very good.
Very good.
On the money.
Prior to that, there's the line house, which can be hoose. Scottish people will never do that for American consumption if they know. But when they're amongst themselves, there's the hoose and the coo and gaboot. But they keep it more to house and out and down.
Are there no big houses around here?
No big houses.
So what's that big house?
What big house?
That big house.
Oh, that big house.
Isn't that a big house?
That is a big house.
So whose is that?
Professor, I believe. Professor Jordan, an Englishman.
My friends will talk about their head. Yeah, I bought my head. So you get. So you're absolutely right in that. So
what?
They sort
what
of.
Are you saying?
Your head can be your head. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. That's a real Scots sound, and it's probably to do with the Gaelic and the and the mixture when English came in.
Miss Annabella Schmidt, come in.
I hear a lot. I probably hear too much.
God, yeah, a little more oval shaped and sort of push your lips out.
Push your lips out?
Yeah, God.
It's not one size fits all. My theory is that. But in the best of all possible worlds, you would have the phonetic training. Phonetics in general and speech is like, for sort of neutral speech that you start out with, it's like learning, classical music by rote, and then you make it your own. You have your own style. But this stuff is more like jazz. Jazz is a little more free form, and you custom fit it to each occasion.
Like almost has a little E to it.
Half of the compound word cannot. You
didn't
they tell me your name?
Tell me your name.
You didn't they tell me your name?
I guess my joy comes from just being able to help actors to get to where they have to get, and to relish and to embrace the accent as the fire in the belly. That's part of the job, and part of what I do is trying to keep them, help the playwright's play get heard the way it's supposed to be heard.
And if they want to go for that, you can probably sneak that in. I don't think you'll. If you get caught, you blame it on me. If they say, where'd you pull that from?
You're trying to help them understand exactly what everything they're saying means, because it's not the way Americans speak. So you have to kind of know where it's coming from. You have to know what you're saying. And I help as much as I can.